What's up, guys? It's SoulWitxh. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. Today for me, my energy is like kind of drained. I did stay out late last night, so that's probably why. But I just sensed this morning, because I woke up kind of like grouchy and like kind of pessimistic. So I was wondering, maybe the collective's feeling this way. I have been getting some intuitive hits. That shit's been going down for a lot of people. Aries season for sure has not been easy. So let's go ahead and get just some quick oracle messages. See if there's any, love and good energy that we can spread today, because I'm feeling like the collective needs it. I forget what deck this is. I don't have the box anymore. I'm sorry. But it is on Etsy. So I'll try and find it and link it below. But let's start with these. So the overall energy for the collective is, I am at peace with my past. Of course, with Mercury retrograde and going through that big portal of the solar eclipse, stuff's been all over the place. Things have been crazy. And so I think all of us need a good reminder that it's okay to just calm down and not just accept your peace, because that's hard. Like, if you can do that, I'm really proud of you, and that's a great thing. That's not just a thing, it's a great monumental jump to the next cycle of your life. But I am getting that for those of us that are struggling right now to, I'm hearing you're seeking wisdom, which is a part of growth, but you're also seeking comfort, which is sometimes connected to your past, right? So it's this big jump between who am I today and maybe how do I forgive myself back then. So with that energy, I'll leave that up here. Let's see what the rest of these cards have to say. We have creative energy. We have creative energy surges through me and leads me to a new brilliant ideas. And then we also have, my body is a wondrous and magnificent machine, and I feel privileged to live in it. Yeah, so a lot with this growth, which is something that I've been running into as well. This card, especially when it talks about the body, it's just like life has become a lot, right? We're having a major, collapse. Crazy shit is happening around the world. And it's really nerve-wracking and scary. And then let alone with your past in your mind, it's just not helping the situation. You want to feel inspired. You want to feel creative. And so one thing that I've heard from many other tarot readers this month is that a big thing to do is focus on the positive. And I'm always like, okay, well, how do I do that, right? And they're trying to get so many messages out that I don't expect that from them. But in my own mind, how do I do that, right? How do I create the positive? So lately I've been creating art. I've been trying to draw more. I've been trying to do my, graffiti more. I've been trying to explore different art forms. I've been taking courses to, push my art to its limit, right? And there's this eagerness in the collective of like, how do I get there faster? But they're saying abundant energy, that divine timing, when you sit in flow, when you're not judging yourself, when you're not focusing on the negative and what's making you really anxious in the world today, when you're focusing on that creativity. I'm sensing that some of you are very active in your community. You want your community to do well. You want to keep people safe, and you want a good life. And I'm hearing that for some of you, there's this dredge or this like dredge of, oh no, shit's going down, I can't fix it, right? And of course, for all of us, I think a big thing to remember is we can't fix everything at once. That's just impossible. We're only human. We only move at one pace, right? We live day to day. There is no past and the future doesn't exist, right? It's only within our minds. So there's definitely some grounding that needs to happen here, That's what our guides are calling us to, is you need to be grounded within this time, because yes, life is very, very chaotic right now. I live in a paradise of my own creation. Yeah, so they're saying one thing that you can control is your thoughts. You can control where you direct your energy. And right now, you know, the world's on fire, right? And they're saying direct your energy towards something good, or a cause that you want to fight for, something that you want to put towards. And for some of us, you know, especially with people who are very, very empathic, or just, you know, have empathy, you know, it's very much that we just get drained. You know, the world is so loud, and at the same time, we take in a lot more energy, specifically emotional energy, than people who don't really read it that way, right? Nothing against those people. It's just that that's something we struggle with. It's not saying we're better or worse than other people. It's that the fact that that's a fact, you know. It's very draining to be this empathetic in a world that is this distraught. So they're saying, you know, create that paradise. And you might be thinking, there is no paradise, right? Like, what are you talking about? But at the same time, they're saying creativity and creation and abundance, those types of thinking, those types of being, really come from a place of just flow, right? So there's this flow that needs to happen, this groundedness, that you can only handle you. You can't take on the whole world at once, especially with just you. I'm saying that you can change your own life in your own way, and that is extremely empowering. But we can't change the world with just one person, right? There are 8 million billion people just on one continent, all right? It's hard, right? So I go with the flow and feel my connection to the stream of life. So they're saying that we need to connect ourselves and ground ourselves after this, you know, portal. It seems like a lot of us are kind of shaken and taken back by what's going on around the world and what's going on with us. It's difficult and scary. That's what I'm really sensing, is this fear, is this troubled nature of what's going to happen next. And they're saying that's not what's important. What's important is your health. What's important is your mind, you know. And you're saying, well, how is it important if, you know, everything's going to fly off the handle? And they're saying your creativity will lead to something bigger, right? And it's really hard because the divine always puts this in terms that we can't see it in the present. And sometimes we can, right? Sometimes we can envision it. If you can envision the future, then therefore you can see it, right? That's manifestation. So what your guides are asking of you is, I need you to trust us. I need you to trust the divine. I need you to trust the universe. I need you to trust God, whoever you believe in. I need you to trust us, and trust that you are divinely protected and will carry you through. Trust that will lead you in the right direction to divine protection, right? So that's what the guides are asking of us. Next card is, slow progress is still progress. I'm doing the best I can. So that definitely brings me back to this past card, where it's like we're maybe being a little harsh on ourselves, which is making us in turn have a lot more negativity, and then more capable and exposed to the negativity of the world. So they're saying, give yourself some credit. And you also have the bottom deck energy, which I hadn't pulled up because I was waiting, but it says, I'm becoming a better version of myself every day. And just the color and everything about this card, it reminds me of resting, right? And I'm hearing everything that you grow is maintenance, right? So this plant right here in her hand that's growing out of her hand, it's definitely true, right? Anything that you put maintenance into, it's going to grow. But if you let that plant not receive any water, or not take any sunlight, or put it under that sun lamp that you got, then it's gonna die, you know? So they're saying, don't let your creativity or ideas die just because something's going on in the world. And I'm hearing for some of you, maybe it feels like a selfish thing to focus on yourself right now. And they're saying, remember, you are a person. You have feelings and emotions. Remember that you deserve rest, and that I'm hearing for some of you, it's this guilt of living in privilege and seeing everything that's going on around the world, which I could resonate to. and not knowing how to help, wanting to be, you know, free because you didn't ask for this. No one except, you know, the sleazy motherfuckers that did this wanted this, right? So there's a lot of, I can tell, like, internal battles between all of us where we're like, I don't even know, like, it's testing our validity of being a good person, right? It's testing our morality. That's what it's doing. So our guides want to remind us, it's okay to just be self. It's okay. There is such thing as healthy ego. You didn't ask to be on this side of the planet, you just are. And you can call it luck, I call it blessings. They're saying it's important. Just focus on you right now. Last card from this deck is, I do not have to prove myself to anyone. I think that's a big one for us right now. This energy of, we're doing the best we can. We're all struggling. We don't have all the money, right? And it's a different problem for everybody. We could sit here and accusing each other, but the biggest thing that's going to bring us together is this level of abundance, is this level of hope. This hope that, yes, we can change it. We can do the right thing. We can be on the right side of history. We can stop this. I'm hearing, don't give up hope, and also don't not bet on yourself. Like, for sure, bet on yourself. And also, bet on the universe. They're saying, remember, manifest this. Your thoughts become your reality, right? If you want that positive nature. And I think that we forget how much power we have, right? I mean, especially in a world that tries to remind us that we don't. It's important to remember how much power we have in this universe. Remember that we can manifest a reality that we want, and that can be of peace, of acceptance of your past, of, you know, a paradise of your own creation that is not gone. And your guides want to remind you of that. They're saying, you know, there's so much going on that everybody is freaking out, you know, and that's the truth. Why wouldn't you be, right? But they're saying it's a really important thing right now to ground your energy. I have these as well. These are, I also forgot the name of these. My sister got them for my birthday a couple years ago, so I will link them below because I do have the book for it. So, any other messages for the collective? Woo. Okay. We have 444, Archangel Sandalphon, Sacred Manifestation Ensured. Yeah, so these are based off of mandalas, and just like making intricate shapes. But definitely that energy, there's a lot of energy here of, I feel this like rosiness, right? It's honestly making my heart glow a little, but definitely has a lot to do with creativity. 444, it's ensured, right? Like, it's ensured that your manifestations are coming. So don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on the world. Have hope for the world, and have hope for the good people in this world, because you are one of them. Luminous grace and spiritual love awaken and emanate through me in a delectable divine offering of hope, healing for all beings. Yeah, so definitely this energy of put that intention forth, you know, in your prayers and in your mind, right? In your manifestations. It's never too big of a dream. You can wish for world peace. As much as people like to say that it's not capable of happening, world peace, it can happen. And you know, the first place that it starts is with the person, right? So they're saying, if there's peace within you, then you can teach peace to others. And that's how we reach a community. And that's how we make people feel safe. And that's how we take care of each other. Reach that peace within yourself right now, if that's all that we've got right now. Diamond Chakra, Wheel of Fate. Signals time to realign and contemplate. balance attained, blessed outcomes ordained, excuse me. So definitely with this one's beautiful. They're all beautiful, but this is definitely saying coming back to your energy and understanding that you are still divine, understanding that you are not powerless. And that's what, whatever you want to call it, the matrix, the lie, the big lie, that's what they try to tell you, is that you're not important, or that you yourself can't change the world. I will say I'm a firm believer that we can change it together. And I even have a hard time believing in just myself. But I know if I can bring peace within myself, then I can share it with others. And this will bring a blessing towards others that will empower everyone. One step at a time. We have to remember that. We can't fix everything at once, but we can do it together. Okay, collective, I hope that helped you out a lot. I hoped for some of you that are like me, it made you a little less cranky and bitter about the world. And for others of you, I hope that it, maybe soothed your tears, or, calmed your anxiety. And for the people who are, active in their community and doing what they can, I'm proud of you. And for the people who are sitting here trying to get help and push themselves to be in a place of peace and groundedness, I am also proud of you. It's not an easy life. I will say that. And I want you to know that we deserve the very best. We just deserve that. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys next Monday. Have a good one. Bye-bye.